Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. My name's Jenna. I'm with Emerging Destinations. We represent cool companies and cool places. And today you can see up there on your screen the lovely Sugra, who is from Karibu Camps and Lodges and is in their sales and marketing department. So before I hand things over to Sugra and let her do a bit of an introduction to Karibu Camps and Lodges, I'll just take a quick minute to go through our Emerging Destinations profile with you, as well as give you some housekeeping items. Sugra, if you wouldn't mind switching the slide. So as you can see up there on your screen, we have lots of different companies and cool places around the world. Africa is probably our largest footprint currently, followed by the Americas, and then a little bit of Europe as well. So if you have any questions about any of those that you see up there on your screen, sorry, my cat has just decided to join us here. But if you have any questions about any of those clients that you see up there on your screen, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address is jenna@emergingdestinations.com. Hopefully everyone is familiar with me by now at this point, so I'm happy to send you any digital information, or if you want to just book a one-on-one training for you and your team, I'm happy to do so. So this is the first webinar that you're going to hear from Karibu Camps and Lodges, which is exciting. They've been with us since November, so we're excited to do an official introduction to the travel trade market here in North America. But before I do hand things over to her, a couple housekeeping items to go over. So hopefully you're getting familiar with our GoToWebinar control panel at this point. So as you know, this webinar will be recorded. We are posting all of our previously recorded webinars on our Emerging Destinations YouTube channel. So if you do happen to miss any moments of this presentation, you can find the recording there. Also keep in mind that I will be doing a webinar follow-up where I will send you the link to the webinar in case you do miss something. You can find the link there as well. And last but not least, we also will do a bit of a Q&A at the end of Sugra's presentation. So please feel free to stick around for that and ask her any questions that you might have. And you can do so using the GoToWebinar control panel. There's a questions tab there. So if something comes up as she's speaking throughout the webinar, you can type through the question and we will make sure to get to as many of those as possible at the end of today's presentation. So I think that that's all that I have to say at the moment. I know everyone's probably looking forward to getting a bit more information on the elusive Karibu Camps and Lodges in Tanzania. So at that point, I will hand things over to you, Sue.
Thank you very much, Jenna. This is Sugra from Karibu Camps and Lodges, Tanzania. I'll start up with our map, which will give you where our properties are situated and based. So for easy reference, you can just see and go through. We have one property in the northern side of Serengeti, another one in central Serengeti, and the third one, South Serengeti. Ngorongoro Conservation, we have one, and Tarangire. So we have a full circuit in the northern Tanzania National Parks, starting from Serengeti, Tarangire, Ngorongoro. Talking about Serengeti, it's the whole circuit, north, central, and south. We go to Lion's Pool, which is based in Ngorongoro, and it's in a prime location, right on the rim of the crater, 10 minutes down to the crater. If you're going for a camp drive, you can start up your safari, the first person, and end up your safari being the last, because the drive, it's only 10 minutes. We have total of 26 suites, executive, single, and double, 11, executive twins, 5 rooms, and 5 family suites with interconnecting. That's the lounge, mess tent facing the crater. We have a proper and very good view looking at the crater. This is the layout of the whole camp and the view. The front side, you can see all the rooms are facing the crater itself. We have a few rooms which are the forests behind. This is the iconic viewpoint of the crater from the property itself. That's the mess tent, having lunch, dinner, breakfast with a view of the crater. This is the lounge. Even the lounge gives a proper view of the crater, so you don't miss out anything when you are there. That's a double room. You can sit at your balcony having your cup of coffee, a glass of wine while facing the crater, looking at the view under the thick acacia forest. It's beautiful. That's a twin room, rare animals and sighting. Now we go to central Serengeti. As you see, Sametu Camp. It's on the prime area on the edge, I would say, edge of River Ngari on the eastern side of Serengeti, 100 meters away from the river. We have resident game, which are always there, and you don't have to go very far for game drive, especially late evenings. The property has got exclusive 16 suites, executive single double 11, twin 3 rooms, and 2 interconnecting suites for family. That's the layout, 100 meters away from River Ngari. So you have lots of predators just around, resident animals around, and of course the big cats are there as predators, waiting for animals to come and drink water in the evening and enjoy their feast. That's the layout. We have a swimming pool at Sametu Camp, and Serengeti intends to be quite warm, so swimming pool is advisable to have it there. That's the mess tent, dining area, facing the river. Now that's the lounge with the bar. Double room, facing the river. Twin room, the balcony faces the river too. We offer sundowners, bush breakfast, bush dinner, bush lunches, just around the property, because we have certain amount of area where we can give these activities. Now we come to Woodlands Camp. It is in the south of Serengeti, and it's emphatic. It has total of 14 rooms with 6 double single, 6 twins, and 2 interconnecting family room. This property is in the southern part, and it offers during the calving season. You don't miss out anything. Lots of game which come there, and it is on the hill of Nabi, which offers lots of cats like lions. That's their resident place. That's the layout of Woodland Camp at Nabi Hill. Bush dinner just around the camp. This is how you see when the calving season is. You have the game right at the door. You wake up in the morning, the game is there. Fireplace for late evening after the long day game drives. It's a double room facing the Serengeti Plains. This is how it looks when the calving season is there. River Camp, which is in the northern part of Serengeti, prime area, just 3 kilometers away from the river. And we are very near from the exit crossing points of the wild beasts through the Mara River, point 1, point 3, and point 0. That's the layout. The main building. We offer bush dinner, bush breakfast there too, sundowners, bush lunches. That's the mess tent, double room, twin room. Now, those are the crossing points. All our properties are based in very prime areas, and I would say where we are, you don't miss out anything if you book your clients there. Elephant Spring in Tarangire, prime location, located in the middle of Tarangire National Park, on the other side where it's called Elephant Springs. There's a play area where the elephants, they go and take bath with mud. That's where we are situated. It has 9 rooms, total of 9 rooms with 2 interconnecting. That's the mess, double room, twin room, exclusive dining outside Tarangire. And the properties we have, we offer. Tarangire has got inside, outside door, bathtub for shower. Mara River Camp, it has outside shower, inside shower, and a bathtub too, except for Sametu Camp, which is in central Serengeti, and Ngorongoro. They don't have those because Ngorongoro, it's very cold. You can't have a shower outside, but Serengeti seems to be quite warm. So it allows you to have an outside shower. So why Karibu Camps? 1, we are located on prime locations, and all our properties are beautifully designed, though they are tented camps, but with different traditional comfort. The safaris experience you'll have definitely will make you you'll experience an unforgettable experience when you do safari, visiting our properties, which are in very prime areas. And I would say hassle-free locations, including the great migration routes. We do have our guides who are experienced, and they make sure that all our clients are very comfortable and give them the best of best with the safari and wildlife. We do have game packages. We offer game packages, fly in and fly out. One can experience that. You just fly your clients into Serengeti, do the game drives, and then fly them out. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Suga. You can just go back to that last slide there, because we can still see your screen. That's perfect. thank you so much for that brief introduction to Karibu Camps and Lodges. We do have a few questions here already, so if anybody
Yeah,
does
sure.
have any more, please continue to send those through. So as you mentioned, Suga, we were able to do a circuit since we're covering kind of three of those iconic areas of Tanzania being the Serengeti, Ngorongoro, and Tarangire National Park. So is there any form of discount that agents can get their clients when booking a circuit in Tanzania?
Yes, we do. In case if you book 5 nights and above, no matter which property you are taking, maybe Lions, for example, Lions Po, you book 2 nights and then you go to Serengeti, you book 2 nights and then you go to the northern zone, you book 1 night, as long as there are 5 nights and above. So you have a 10% discount.
And I will mention that their prices to start with are also very, very competitive. So I'm happy to
Yes.
share those with anybody if you do want to take a peek at those. I also had the privilege of going there myself in November. I did a quick tour to visit all of the camps and lodges, and I will say that I was very impressed, not only with the camps and the guides and the service, but also just the general operations of the Karibu Lodges team. So if you do have anybody interested or looking at going to Tanzania, I cannot recommend them enough. We have some more questions coming through, so we'll just keep pecking away at these, Yosuga. So one agent has clients interested in going to Tanzania in mid-April, but this is considered the long rain season. So what would it be like for them to visit at this time?
Central Serengeti would be the best.
So like some
They
rain in
can
the
do,
afternoon.
yeah, they can do Ngorongoro. From Ngorongoro, then they can go to, of course, passing via South Serengeti to Central Serengeti, because that's the time the game is moving from south going to the north. So they are in Central Serengeti and Central Western going up north. So Central Serengeti would be the best place to book.
And we actually have they've created some great different sheets that have information on the migration and the movement throughout Tanzania at each part of the year. So I can share those with everybody in the webinar follow up because they are great resources for
Yeah.
information and for when your clients are looking to go to the migration and wanting to know where the herds are going to be at any given time. Okay, so here's a question for those fellow Canadians of mine. Are you able to book in CAD or is it USD only?
USD.
Perfect. And the best way to get quotes. So I kind of mentioned that people are able to reach out to me, and I'm happy to book to directly put you in touch with the reservations team and answer any questions that you might have along the way. So if anybody does want to book or is looking for a quote, you can reach out to me. That's jenna@emergingdestinations.com, and I will make sure that I put you directly in touch with the reservations team. All right, now we have had a few more questions come through here, so that's great. If anybody has any others, continue to type them through. Since we have quite a few more minutes here, we should be able to get to all of them, which is great. In Tarangire, do you have walking and or night game drives?
Yes, Tarangire, we do offer night game drives on extra cost, and guided walks, not yet.
Okay, perfect. And between different camps, do we provide the vehicles and or guide? So if they're transferring from one to another?
Yes, we do. One can always book a full package starting from point A to point C. That is, pick up from the airport and then drop off to the airport by giving them a whole safari package under Karibu Camps and Lodges.
And what is the best way for them to get availability through the portal, or is there another way that you'd recommend if they
And
just
they can
wanted to?
always drop an email to the company, and then we check the availability. We give them the available dates, as long as they tell us that maybe, for example, they want to travel in the month of June. So they tell us, okay, we are flexible with the dates, but we need to travel in June. So we look at the dates which are available and draw out an itinerary for that particular group and send them back. Once they are fine with it, they are okay with it, they approve it, it's fine, then we quote them. This will be the quote. After that, we can confirm the booking. It's easy that way.
And so here's another one just to kind of build off of that game package that you were just speaking about. So say they're going to 2 or 3 different camps throughout your portfolio, and they're
Yeah.
doing the full game package. Will the guide be the same for each
Yes.
property?
Yes.
Yes. So it'll
Yes.
be the person who picks them up will be the same
Yeah.
guide that's with them throughout
Same guide
all of the
for all those
camps.
days. Yes, for all those days. They'll be on safari with the same guide, and he's the one who's going to drop them back to the airport.
Perfect. All right. Well, I think, let me just double check, but I think we've gotten through all of the questions that we have at the moment. So unless anybody else has any last minute questions, as I mentioned, I will be sure to include the Karibu Camps and Lodges brochure, which is also a wealth of information. It has
Yeah,
great quick facts about each of the properties. So I
yeah,
will include that as well as the migration patterns and my email, of course, so that if you do have questions on quotes, or availability, I can connect you with the team on the
yeah.
ground there. And otherwise, thank you, Sugra. I know you had to stay up late for this, so we really
Oh,
appreciate you taking the
you're
time out of your
welcome.
evening to try to accommodate the East Coast and West Coast time zones across Canada and the US. So thank you so much for the
Yeah,
presentation and for
thank
introducing Karibu Camps and Lodges. And hopefully we'll be hearing from everyone soon.
You're welcome. Thank you.